Alright guys, we've got some barbecue. Greetings and salutations everyone. I'm Ekamac, this is Let's Play Oxygen Not Included. In the last episode, well, we haven't really done anything too productive as of late. Oh, well, actually scratch that. We fully analysed this cool slush geyser, so now we know that it goes for 70 cycles every 131 cycles. And apparently we've caught it on an activity cycle? Wait, no, actually this is a dormant cycle, never mind. So this is how long it'll be before it becomes active again. And basically what you're supposed to do is after you analyse the geyser or the vent or the volcano or what have you, you then plug the numbers into a calculator. There's online calculators for this, but you could just use a regular one if all you care about is space. Figure out how much it produces per cycle, and then just create a huge sink for it to fill up. And maybe a liquid pump and liquid geysers to add to the space efficiency. So basically, no matter whether it's on or off, you should have access to all the material that you need. Like during active cycles, it starts filling up. During inactive cycles, it starts draining, but you never have a total drain. Or at least, theoretically you shouldn't. You might get unlucky, I guess. Or you might end up using more than it could ever have hoped to provide for anyway. That's actually probably what it is. Anyhow, with that said, where do I want to work on next? Because there's nothing we could... Darn. Oh, darn. So this is why we absolutely need to get our hands on the solid filter research. Because that way you can control which eggs go to this little pocket here to hatch and maybe go into the ranch, or which eggs go down here to just... yeah, to turn into meat straight out. Also, I need to set this to only for the right so people don't overuse it and bog it down. Ah, darn, he's got hypothermia again. On the upside, his body temperature is actually going up, so it'll eventually be good for that. I think what I need is to route this liquid reservoir sooner rather than later. And I technically don't need to have it as a liquid reservoir, but I'm just doing it that way because in case I want to just pump it straight into somewhere rather than fill out a lake and have to go all over again. Ah, yeah, these Paku actually laid their eggs, so goodbye. And of course, the other thing that we need to do is we need to learn some sort of artistic talent. Honestly, I almost want to just go for artistic expression. $16 databanks versus 0. Where can we get 4 more databanks? 1 here, 2 here. We've inspected this, so that doesn't help. Right, we need to get into this room now. And then I guess we can just dig sideways. Because the hydrogen can't flow down then up. So, well, I guess this hydrogen could, but... Nah. Dig down. If I had a bit more room, I think I would probably make a mechatronics engineering system here to... Alright. We're going to move all our data banks into this box. Destroy the box. And then set up a mechatronics engineering auto sweeper here. So that the person doesn't have to get out of this. They just keep. They just stay here and keep. You don't need me to explain that to you. It means they don't have to get out of their chair. Actually, wait. Is it break time or something? Where'd Ashkin go? Okay, it is his break. And, we have lots of food. We might as well have a look at how close we are with the colony summary. I check this daily because I am getting nervous on it. The number is... I don't know whether the number is going up or not because it's still close to the 9,000 rank. It's just slightly over 9,000, but it's 9,049. Actually, the number did go down by 50 kilocalories, so we are starting to make progress. I would also feel better if I could do something about this, if I could get this stone here. Oh, the databank is covered in slime lung, how unfortunate. Yeah, 15% work speed is nice. Yeah, only these guys decided they'd rather eat grub fruit preserve today. I have seen, occasionally, wild Drecos actually produce a glossy Dracolet egg on their own without me doing any specific breeding for them. It's very rare because it's a 1 in 50 chance, but it does happen. I was considering putting a carbon skimmer down here, but the amount of work it would take to get the piping in, to get the water piping all the way from over here down to there just felt a bit too extraneous to me. How close are you with an egg? It'll take 5 days for him to make an egg. It's unlikely to be glossy Drecklet, but still, any progress is progress. I get slightly concerned about setting this to having dirt out in the wild, because the thing is, dirt that comes out of the compost is hot enough to kill off food poisoning germs. The problem is that it's hot enough to kill off food poisoning germs for outhouses. The amount of food poisoning that goes into the polluted dirt that comes out of the water sieve, that's actually a bit nastier to cook off in one day. Which is why sometimes I like to just block a hatch into this reward recycling plant, so they'll eventually become a sage hatch that munches on the polluted dirt. We are starting to see quite a few super productive duplicants. It's because they're not used to having such good food as barbecue or cooked seafood. Two speed. We do have only a limited amount of disk drive space after all. Ashkin, you're almost done. There we go. We now have the sculpting block. And the ice block. Actually, well, first of all, set this back to the solid management research, but something interesting about the ice block. It's made out of 400 kilograms of ice. Obviously, because it's ice, it's prone to melting. But the clever thing is, you can actually use that as a way to transport amounts of ice so you can cool down an area quickly. Another one that you can do that with is the temp shift plate, because you can make it out of ice and put it somewhere you want to be colder. Case that comes to point, if you feel like the cool steam vent is just a bit too hot after you've contained it, you could always just build a whole bunch of temp shift plates. It cools down the steam, but it also turns the ice back into water, which is very nice because water is precious in this game. We just need to make a little more mileage. Oh wait, what's this? It's very nice to get this early, because if the problem is that if a duplicate, what I'm saying is, the longer you go, the more duplicates you'll have, and the more they'll just go, well, I've got nothing better to do, I'll go deliver us something. So it's fantastic to get that one early. Anyway, these are all decoration-based things. What we want, now that this room is empty of critters, we want to deconstruct this and build a sculpting block, because we do have a Masterworks artist. Oh, darn it. Alright, a little thing on resources here. Copper. Decor of 20%. Overheat temperature of 50%, high thermal conductivity, lead. High thermal conductivity, thermally reactive, excellent radiation shield, but lower overheat temperature, gold. 50% decor bonus, 50% overheat temperature, high thermal conductivity, and thermally reactive. And then, well, depleted uranium, high thermal conductivity, slow heating, excellent radiation shield. So it's good to know exactly what materials you want to put into what objects. Okay, we have the room. Sandstone has a 10% decor. Granite has a 20%, so I think we actually want to make this one out of granite. Actually, if this is Nisbet's super productive shift, we might just see the... I'll keep moused in just in case. I don't know exactly what determine. Oh darn! Actually, this. Oh right, that's Catalina, not Nisbet. Yeah, I was hoping super productive would kick in. Radiation resistant. Aquatic diet. Alright. If you do expect them to work in high radiation settings, then I suppose you could give them fish, but given how fish isn't the easiest thing to breed for, I guess is the word to use. I think it's more just a nice bonus. And so we have a genius masterpiece sculpture. It's worth 24, so this actually has become a great haul. We can take this tile out and connect the two together safely. Right, I think we might need to start taking grub fruit preserve off the menu. I'm not sure. They at least aren't eating the lice loaf. All the cosmos at my fingertips. Yeah, I think this might be the time to seal this area away, actually. Use gold amalgam to slow down the temperature shift rate. And finally, we have the thing. We also might want to build a deodorizer or two up here because clearly this has gotten out of hand. Oh, well, also, since we finished that research, we now are not under that constraint anymore. I guess we can finish researching the liquid-based refinement. And after that, hopefully I remember that I want to get the... Well, okay. Conveyor rail element, conveyor rail thermo, conveyor rail germ. So these are all sensors for telling what's on the conveyor rail network. Conveyor rail element sensor is, I guess, nice, but you can only select one at a time, which is less fortunate. Basically, you'd think that it would let you select multiple elements to be tagged for that, but unfortunately it doesn't. Thermosensor does what you think it would. The conveyor meter controls an amount, it might have already been the thing. The conveyor rail germ sensor, we can't make any of the germ sensors because we don't have plastic. The solid filter. This does the same thing that the gas and the liquid filters do, but it's very important for here because it lets us control which eggs make it to hatching and which eggs go to the drowning chamber. And of course, because Hassan's going to bed, we can't build that straight away. Go figure. We've hit cycle 75, so even though I'm sure I've already done this episode, $26 cycles. Oh dear, yeah, we need to take everything that isn't... We need to take this grub fruit preserve off the menu. And the lice loaf. Basically disable all meals that aren't meat because... it's shot up. We're now at 930... We're almost 940 kilocalories needed each day. We can't keep letting them eat other things. In fact, I think I'm going to have to make the next care package a duplicate because we need to get back under control with the distance to carnivore. How close are you with egg again? About 3 cycles. And yeah, this area is gone and... Hmm. Not really worth it in that long case scenario, but oh well. I feel like Abyssalite is strong enough that it can't be overpressured by a lot of polluted water or liquid like some things can. Because I have actually known there to be so much polluted water that it actually starts rupturing even manufactured tiles. Made it very difficult to get red bolts to the surface, I can say that much. Maybe make a little shortcut up here. Oh, right, we need to power this, and we need to set the filter. At the moment, we just want to keep our hatch eggs. If a sage hatch gets in there, then they'll actually start... They can't eat anything that I'm feeding the normal hatches with, but... Show me the stone hatch eggs again. That's 68%. That's 70%. So they were laid almost at the same time. Yeah, I'd say this is about the time to wrap up the episode because I need to pick out a duplicate. Ooh, what sort of duplicate should I look for? We have 2 people set for supplying. We have 3 people set for digging, so those aren't things we need. We have a chef. We have an operator. We have a researcher. What's something that we don't have properly yet? I might look for someone with farming. The bottomless stomach is actually very tempting. Like, we have all these stats here, but I don't care about all that. I just care about this duplicate might actually be several black holes in a trench coat. We need the carnivore achievement. And her priorities... I think I want her to be focused on storing things. So she's going to be a unique type of new odd jobs woman. Actually, wait, what's her bio say? A Lindsay is a charming woman, unless you make the mistake of messing with one of her friends. She's a plant. Never ask this duplicate to watch your phones when you go on vacation. But she is an animal lover. Ugly crier, sticker bomber. Alright, till next time guys, take care. We'll see you all around.